Dear Mom, normally I'd call, but I don't know if I'd be able to get the words out. A lot has happened. I'm facing a lot of prison time. I'm struggling, and I don't know how to keep my head above the water. I'm sorry I couldn't come for Christmas. Being on bail meant that it's impossible. I promise I'll make up for it once this is over. I miss you guys. Love, Veronica. Gotta be a mailbox around here somewhere. Oh, what? There was no reason for that. There was absolutely no reason for that. I was on my side of the road. I think. Anyway, hi guys. We're back. And Veronica does have her cut on. It's not really negotiable when Lane tells you to go put your cut on. which is what happened last night. Lane, Summer was streaming, so you guys might have seen it. Asked Veronica why she hasn't been wearing her cut. Veronica really didn't have a good answer because she didn't really know how to phrase everything that is her head. Any accidents that happen right now are because I'm not paying attention to the road. They're not Veronica's fault. They're Mel's fault. They had like a brief conversation. It was hard for them to have the conversation because Allie was there. And you know, V said some things that were probably very alarming to Lane. Because you guys know, because I've been telling you guys like in the Discord and like on stream, where Veronica's headspace is. She is and always has been unnecessarily hard on herself. That's like a hallmark of Veronica behavior. Is being unnecessarily hard on herself. And she's also the kind of person, because of how her brain functions, to think that, you know, when she's spiraling like this, that one mistake means people are going to walk away from her, that they're going to want nothing to do with her. All that kind of nonsense. It's unfortunately how her brain is wired. Regardless of how true or not true it may be. She might be AFK. Just based on how she's standing, I'm like, she's probably AFK. It's unfortunately how Veronica's brain is wired. She'll immediately jump to the conclusion that people will want to walk away from her. And she's working on it. She's been working on it. Unfortunately, right? It's been a while since she last talked to Duke. They did. I hopped back on server because I was having trouble falling asleep because I did a dumb and I just all the way up until my break from work was done, stayed up until crackhead o'clock. So I fucked my sleep schedule that way. So like I hopped off server and then I was like, I'm still kind of awake. So I got back on server. V called Duke, because Duke actually called Veronica on her being quiet. You're quiet. Okay, you're actually really quiet. I'm just tired. Okay. And she knew he didn't believe her. So she came back around. They started having a conversation. She absolutely broke down. Absolutely broke down. And like Duke was trying to like logic her and be like, hey. But I think it's still gonna be a bit before Veronica actually fully I want to say is better, but you know, believes the things that Lane said, believes the things that Duke said. You know, because like when she was talking with Lane, Lane said, you know, you deserve that cut. Like, this is like, I forget the exact phrasing, but it was essentially like, this is giving up behavior, and I don't think that that's what you want. And he's like, no, I'm not. You know, I don't want to give up. It's just like Veronica is in such a, I guess, defeated headspace that, unfortunately, again, just kind of how her brain works sometimes. It's less about giving up, more about just absolutely beating herself up for things she shouldn't be beating herself up that bad over. Because Veronica's brain takes it and turns it into this cataclysmic thing. So she'll put her cut on. She won't feel like she should, but she'll do it. She said something else to Lane too, that like was more or less a passing thought she had the previous night at a really low moment. Because again, it all feeds back into Veronica thinking the worst of herself. She said to Duke last night that she feels like a terrible partner, a terrible wife. She said a lot of shit to Duke last night about her headspace. And she told Duke that she still feels like she is the monster. That Casey was right, that she is a monster. She is the monster Casey created. And that only a monster would do the things that she did to Casey. She opened up to Duke a bit more. I kind of improv'd a little bit more Casey Veronica lore. That, you know, Casey didn't actually know until a bit later on that her father had gone after Veronica for trying to break up with her. And that event was what kind of led to Casey knowing that she could get whatever she wanted if she just cried to her father about it. And that there was stuff that Casey herself didn't even know until they got older. And Veronica said to Duke, Casey's a victim in this too. Maybe not in the same way that Veronica was, but Veronica very much so in the clarity that comes after, you know, all of that, kind of sees Casey as being a victim too in her own way. And like Veronica is still grappling with a lot of conflicting feelings about what happened. I think that is a big source of her spiral is those feelings of like she should feel relief that Casey is gone, that she doesn't have to worry anymore. And she is like, part of her is like wanting to grieve in a way. Like she'll say that you know she doesn't care what happened to Casey, Like, she will outwardly say that. And like I've said before, she doesn't necessarily care about what happened to Casey. Does she feel guilty over what she did? A little bit, because she always told herself she would never do something like that again. She has a lot of conflicting emotions because like this person caused her this massive amount of trauma in her life. And like there was a certain relief that came to Veronica with that being gone. I mean, it's why she was sobbing to Mason on the beach in the immediate aftermath. Is like this mixed feeling of just relief and just everything else crashing down. But like there is a part of her that she's kind of coming to terms with is grieving. She doesn't know how to feel about that. It's like, she's not necessarily lying when she says that she doesn't care necessarily that Casey's dead, but at the same time, conflicting emotions, because human emotions are weird, yo. Should turn her radio on. I forgot to turn the radio on. Like, I think too, what we're seeing right now is a first. Veronica and Mason have never been struggling at the same time. Maybe one will be struggling a little bit while the other's struggling a lot, but they've never both been in this position at the same time where they are both just at incredibly low points. Mason said something to Veronica last night that, like, I was just like, oh, God. Veronica, I think she was like, I'm sorry I didn't come home last night. And Mason said something to the effect of, yeah, I wouldn't want to come home to me either. And my God, that made Veronica feel 1,000 times worse. But she said to him, it's not that I didn't want to come home to you. I will always want to come home to you. It's that I didn't know if you wanted me there. You know? She's basically just like, I didn't know if you wanted me there or not. And you know, she's talked to Riley too a little bit about where her head's at. But she also knows Riley's not going to tell a goddamn person. Like, she knows that Riley's not going to tell anyone. Oh, that reminds me, see. Yeah. I swear to God, if the appeal of the verdict of the people versus Jackie Snow gets a judge before the murder case, I am going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my fucking mind if that case gets a judge before the murder case. With its incidents all the way up to Z2. Also, Kate's just going in on the motion to produce over the Google Drive thing because of the bugs with the MDT. But like, I just want a judge, man. I would just like a judge in this case, please. Because like there are things that like have to be on hold until what should I call it? Until they're out of court and like out of prison. Namely, and mind you, both of them have to kind of get to a better place, but like the wedding has to be on hold until all of this is said and done. Man, they could have had the wedding in the snow by now. Time to call and threaten every judge. That's how. Is that how you do it? You just call every judge and threaten them. Who? Well, I know who that is. God damn it, Osvaldo. Although, I want to know. Hopefully, they're out of prison by then. I have no hope, but what the hell, Chatty? Unlicensed, experienced surgeon. That's concerning. I didn't take my nap today. Anyone that tries to help Bringle dies? What the fuck? Are the clowns imploding again? Is that what's going on? I think the clowns are imploding again. Oop. So yeah, I think the clowns are imploding again. I think the clowns are imploding again. I'm also freezing. Ah, excuse me.
Yeah, because you guys are such good friends. Oh, no, I'm not jealous. What do you, well, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think that you guys are way better friends than me and Allie ever could be.
Huh? That's a
Yeah, the whole thing.
oh.
Well, that's what you're saying, so I have to agree with you. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Big old W for you. Why would you lie about that?
Is it Dorian?
I mean, I feel like that would be uncomfortable for her. You don't think?
We need to update this
I don't
again.
want her to have to look me in the eyes and be like, actually, I'm better friends with this guy. Yes, and I know what it is.
Like, we really need to update this.
It rhymed. It sounded. No, I know what it is.
That's
It was
woefully out of date.
It doesn't start with a B, does it?
Start driver's license.
Ah, that's fun. That makes me feel better. Dorian called me and told me that him and Allie are better friends than me and Allie are, or ever could be.
Okay.
And then he was like, I said, yeah, what's she gonna do? Look me in the eyes and be like, yeah, I'm better friends with this guy. And then he was like, you know what my name is? And I was like, yeah, of course I do. It's, and then I just kind of fumbled for a little bit. I was like, it starts with a B, right? And then he got kind of snotty and hung up.
I feel like he's
Feel
gonna
good
make it
about
way
that.
too easy to mess with him.
Yeah. Could be fun for me. I'm gonna call him back and say that I remembered. What do you think is close to Dorian, but not quite?
Ooh. It's a hard one.
I'm gonna say Darian. Hey, Darian, I remembered.
Did he hang up or did you hang up?
He was crying. No, he hung up. Okay, I'm gonna call him back.
This kid's gonna crash out, Lane.
Oh, I know. I'm teasing you, man. I'm teasing you. I have you saved in my phone. Even if I did forget your name, I have a reminder right here. Yeah. Yeah, I did save your number. Why? Were you crying again? Okay. You definitely do cry. You cried yesterday right in front of me. You had snot all over your face, like all over the whole thing. Okay. Well, you should get that looked at. Maybe Duke can take a look at you. Because he's a doctor. Poison you. Eat you. That's unlikely. He is, yeah. He's pretty fucking cool. Yeah. How many people have you shot in the head? Oh, okay. Cool guy. Yeah, you don't seem like the type. You want to come see my house? Because I was going to show you yesterday. Then I didn't get a chance to. Okay, I will send it to you momentarily. Okay, goodbye. I immediately forgot what he told me his ping was. 419. Okay, I'm gonna go wait outside for this little dweeb.
Alright. I am gonna run to the restroom. I will be... What the fuck? Right back. Why is that like... Huh? That's a later me problem. Anyway, I'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah. That's right. A couple of times. Whoa! Oh, hey, nice to see you again. This is cool.
Yeah. So this is our clubhouse.
Who decorated this place? You get a professional in here?
I did it.
Haha.
What?
Wait, you actually you decorated this?
Yeah.
It's cool. I didn't think. Okay.
What? You didn't think?
Well, I didn't know like you were creative too. You know.
I know. I'm really creative, actually. Turns out.
Yeah. It's a shame. So that's like cool. Like that. Like it's cool that like we're both kind of uh like that. I guess that's awesome. That's cool. Not for any reason though. It's not like it really matters, but like it's cool to know that. You know? So
Yeah, I wouldn't feel any type of way about it because we definitely didn't get it from Bill.
no, no, yeah, no. Over.
The little living room. That's the.
Am I allowed to? It's like
Yeah, you can come over here.
right. This is cool. Sitting
This
room.
is our balcony.
You guys have your own back?
Windy and cold.
Right. Yeah. A lot of snow these days.
This is the office
Whoa. What do you need an office for?
meetings,
Oh,
business talks.
right. You do a lot of business then.
We're gonna try to.
What's that? What does that mean? It's like starting a new business or
Yeah.
something?
That's a crow's nest up there.
Oh. How many people do you think you could fit up here?
I don't know, probably 20.
I'm thinking like 6.
No, way more than 6.
No, I think like 6.
I think like 30.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 6 to be honest.
Why do you only think 6?
I'm looking at like the size and like to be comfortable to have enough space. It's gonna
Oh,
be a
well,
big.
who said
It's
anything
gonna
about
be about
comfort?
6. Well, I always want to be comfortable, you know.
No. I'm thinking pack them in like sardines.
Okay.
This is our chapter room, so where we
What's
have club
that?
meetings.
Oh, it's like a club meeting room.
Yeah, you can't go in there. It's private,
Oh,
but you can look through the glass
well, why not?
because it's club members only.
Okay, what does it take to become a club member? I mean, it's like what, like $5,000. I could give you that, you know.
Nope, you gotta like commit to the club and like work for the club and commit your life to it and blah
Commit
blah
your
blah.
life.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
You
Only
know,
way
never
out
really.
is by dying.
That's terrifying.
This is our kitchen.
Oh, this is kind of fun. This is
Yeah.
like a nice little space.
Yep.
You know,
Little kitchen.
Used to cook a lot.
You did.
Yeah, my mom hated it. So that was the butler's job.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's cool, you know. Butlers can't really
Yeah.
cook that well,
Can't
anyways.
really relate to having a butler.
Right.
You could stay here. This if you need a place to stay, you can stay in this room. This is our guest room.
Wait, are you serious?
Yep. And
This is
then
nice.
sometimes I sit here and I play Played Up
Oh,
alone.
oh, I'm a professional at Played Up. Why do you play alone?
Yeah, I play alone just because nobody else can keep up with me and I get frustrated in playing with other people.
That's like how I feel.
Because everyone else is worse at it. So.
Well, except for me, I'm probably better at it than you, to be honest.
This is our bathroom.
Okay, this is alarming, to be honest.
Alarming how? Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? It's a big fence I snuck in here. Don't ask me how I got it in here.
Snuck in here. Yeah, you just carried the whole thing up here through the door and all.
Not in one piece. I had to weld it back together once I got it in.
With the signs too, huh?
Well, I put the signs on there afterwards. Like I took them from homeless people.
This is like hobo chic.
Or just hobo. I like it. I like feeling kind of like I'm under a bridge
Well, it is a little
or in a
shitty
sewer.
because that's like a nice toilet, you know.
Well, we clean the
It's like a
toilet. We're
pretty.
not monsters.
Yeah, I know. It's just you like feeling like you're in a sewer using the bathroom.
Yeah, but I don't want to get like a fucking staph infection.
I feel like I'm going to get one though. That's the whole point of the sewer aesthetic.
Yeah, to feel like you could get one, but you're not actually going to. That's what's
Oh,
important.
right.
Anyway, so that's
This is pretty awesome. I mean,
yeah.
you're good at this.
Thanks.
Right.
And there's our big painting.
Why is it so scary? What is this?
It's a guy walking towards the lighthouse with a bunch of birds around him.
Yeah, but it's just looking at it, I kind of like want to shrivel up and die a little on the inside.
Oh, okay. That's extreme. It's just a painting. Calm down.
Well, art has, lots of different meanings. I mean, I've been to a lot of art galleries, so.
I'm sure that you have. You seem
See what?
nothing.
What?
It's just
I
like
no.
rich. So you seem like you were raised rich. So
No.
probably go to art galleries all the time.
Well, it's not like me though. Like sure, we had money, of course, but it's I didn't need any of that. I managed just
Of
fine. I mean,
course.
I'm doing fine without it now. So
What happened? Well, what happened to it? Shouldn't you have gotten all of that money?
yeah, probably should have some stuff happened. It's
Okay.
not really important to be honest. It's fine.
I mean,
So
it sounds like
fine.
a lot of money that you should have gotten.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, but I don't need it anyway, so it's fine.
But
It's
yeah,
fine.
it's
And
like doesn't hurt to have. Like
yeah,
we're
but I don't
millionaires,
care
but
about it. I don't care about it. Okay.
okay. Well, why not?
So it's not important. I gotta go take care of something real fast, but I appreciate you showing me around. This is nice. That's very nice.
What are you gonna take care of? Do you even know anybody?
I have a meeting I have to attend to, and
What meeting?
It's none of your business. I appreciate you showing me the place, and I'm gonna go to my meeting now.
Good luck getting out.
Nice ma'am whose husband I punched in the face yesterday. Would you please open that door for me? Okay,
No.
really? You don't
No,
need
I
to look at
can't.
her. You don't need to listen to her. I mean, I'm just as cool, okay? And you can listen to me.
You're
and
a child.
I need at least. I am not a child, okay? I'm not a child. I'm 18. That's an adult.
That's a child.
There's a reason they say barely legal.
Okay, babe. I have to go. I'm gonna be late for this
Okay, well,
very important.
tell me what meeting it is, and then I'll let you go.
It's meeting about books.
No,
It's a book meeting.
try again.
I've got a book meeting I gotta go to.
No, you need to tell me the truth because there are people in the city who will absolutely kill you on sight once they hear your last name. So you should probably just tell me.
I don't have an actual meeting. Just wanted to get out of it.
Okay, why?
I don't like talking about my mom.
Why not?
Because shit didn't really go too well, and nobody else really ever wanted to talk about it, and so I kind of just didn't. And now I'm scared that if I do, I'm gonna feel miserable again. I don't want to feel like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't. I know we grew up differently. I don't want. I don't want you to think that I'm some spoiled kid or something.
He's just like,
If you were, it's
man,
not your fault.
this picture app on my phone is really interesting and cool.
Yeah.
I would have loved to be spoiled.
It's really great.
It's not all. It's not all great.
Listen, maybe your life wasn't perfect, but I promise you it wasn't not perfect because you had things. Not having things is way worse.
Yeah. I guess.
Did she love you?
My mom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I. Yeah, she did.
Okay.
He's just like, I
Yeah.
shouldn't be
Well,
here for this
then,
conversation.
when you're ready, if
But
you
it's
want to talk
really
about
awkward to
her,
just
there's
walk
nobody
out
here
of
that's going to stop you.
the room.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. You can leave if you want to.
Just, I'm just get some air.
Well,
He's an interesting one.
I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's okay. I think he's very self-conscious.
Well, I mean, he is still practically a kid, so. You think you know everything at 18 when really, you really don't. And I think you start to realize that when you leave home. And start realizing that you didn't know everything you thought you knew. Excuse me. I think V is kind of empathetic to that position, given her upbringing. She did kind of grow up in a environment. Sling. Where wouldn't say she was spoiled, but why can't I climb on this? What the fuck? Grew up in an environment where like shouldn't really want for anything. This car? The fuck? Huh? Didn't he?
Right there.
Why? Why?
I don't know.
He's gonna catch his death out here. This weather.
Probably should move him.
Probably.
Could just toss a sleeping bag over him.
Could, but
It's cold.
it's way too cold for that. I don't know if they sell any those sleeping bags in the state that what's his name, that one guy that lives in Alaska that takes his kids camping in extreme temperatures and shit. I don't think we got any of those sleeping bags around here.
Okay, I'll move them.
Oh, that was weird.
Okay.
Sound sleeper, that one.
Yeah.
I'll get the door.
I'll move them over here.
Where is everybody?
I don't know. Unfortunately, so 2 of our products got approved. But they submitted the tartar sauce under the wrong category. So it has to be resubmitted and reapproved, but only the booth manager or the booth owner can submit stuff. So
Oh.
we're gonna have to wait until that happens. But Melissa said she'd let me know.
Okay.
And then we'll be able to get that shit going. Unfortunately, it's not time for me, so I was only around for a little bit today.
Yeah.
We have weed. Obviously, I can't do that. But if somebody else comes around and you want to do more Sammy, we always need more stuff.
Yeah, I might do. So, I don't think I lose as much Sandy as I lose Mosley's.
Right.
So, I think I can stay above 100 in Sandy while
Yeah,
maintaining my
you maintain,
Mosley's.
Okay. Here, let me give you this extra food.
I
Just
see
in case
the
anybody else
setting
comes
on.
around who needs it.
Well, whenever Mason wakes up, he's definitely probably going to need it.
There you go. Okay, not that. All right, I might be back around later. I don't really know yet. It is Thursday.
Alrighty.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'll see you.
See ya. Alright. What do we want to get into? Who's around? Oh, right. We have to call Osvaldo.
Hello.
Hi, Osvaldo.
Hey, I gotta hang up. There's like 4 cops on me right now.
Oh, God.
Lawful
Okay.
order. I gotta hang up.
All right,
I'll call you right
bye.
back. Bye-bye.
The urge to post lawful order this. Lawful order this. Alright. Let's see what we can find. Best snow vehicle. I'm surprised that the snow is still around. I thought for sure the snow would be gone today. Okay, her driving's not that bad today. Yet. But, We do have to sit down and do her journal at some point. I might actually send that letter that Veronica wrote to Lennon to Joe. I might. Just for funsies. Catch Joe up on what NoPixel Veronica's been up to and why Lennon hasn't seen. She hasn't really crashed too much on this yet. But, you know, give Joe a little insight into why I haven't been on Onyx the last bit. And it's because of my bozo. I decided to have Veronica write that letter, because honestly, I feel like that is what Veronica would do in this situation, right? Where she's kind of struggling with keeping her head above the water. She'd probably reach out to Lennon, because Lennon always knows what to say. She's Len Mom. I am curious about why Osvaldo had cops on him. Yeah. We're just waiting for the sun to come up so we can do Mosley's. Hey, Nares. Veronica's left to her own devices for now, until anyone else comes around. We're just impatiently waiting now to be able to do Mosley's. So she was at 300, and then went to go do Sandy. I'm also trying to think of something that V could probably, like, quote unquote make for Mason or get for Mason. And, like, I have a few ideas bouncing around, but which technically didn't get, like, they didn't really do Christmas. But I feel like it's one of those things that's like, I don't know, historically V has not been a big gift person all the way back to like 3.0. One day, we'll get this car again. Just for the fun of it. I eventually want to recollect as many of these old cars as I can. The Virgo might be the closest we get to one of her old cars. Yeah, it might be as close as we get. Now, this, I want to get one of these in the garage. You can't lockpick them. I want to get one in the garage just for the fun of it. Because, I don't know, I just really like the car and we're never going to be able to afford it. I don't understand why it's 5.5, but... you know. How many different versions of the Buffalo are there? This is a car that Veronica wants one day. Or is it the Comet S2? It might have been the S2. She doesn't want the D10. She wants the actual Coquette, but that's like so expensive. Like Veronica has a list of things she wants, right? She wants the house. She's probably never getting a house, because there's probably not gonna be more property. And what property there is probably gonna get scooped up. Okay, this is why is it smushed up like that? On my second monitor, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, it went down to 223 and is now okay. Okay. I'm not gonna question it. I am not gonna question it. Excuse me. That actually kind of hurt. That kind of hurt. anything with that. It'd be cool if you could do something with this, but you can't. Oh. We could do that. We could do. We could do. What's happening on? I think it does. Oh, no, it does. Interesting. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, my. Shovels. Yep, she's going to do a murder. She's going to go do a murder. Just fully kitted out like that would be hilarious. What glass are you tinting? Alright, so we're gonna do a little bit of Mosley's, which means we're just gonna throw the DJ on. What time do you open, man? Now we gotta wait. Oh, that's why the game time is not. Okay. Can we sign in yet? There we go. Now we wait. Already up, right? Really? Right as I put the phone down? Please don't be Polito. Please don't be Polito. Okay, thank God it's not Polito. So yeah, I did the, by my estimation, oh my God, I sound like a fucking nerd. By my estimation, pushes glasses up nose. Just like based off of like what I've seen with how her rep changes between Mosley's and Sandy. In theory, because Veronica was at like 116 at Sandy before she started doing Mosley's today. In theory, her Sandy rep is not going to dip below 100 with these Mosley's runs. Now it's going to take this full day and then probably a little bit of another to get back to 300. And we're really doing that just so we don't have to fucking do a fuck ton of grinding to maintain while we're doing like Sandy stuff. And like, if Mason's open to it, she will do Mosley's with him. She'll let him put all the parts on though, because that's where the rep is. Oh, yay. I love this car. Smiles. I don't mind doing this, because it will also, like, when V has to do this because she's done Sandy, I'll give her a chance to kind of go off and have her own little time. Where people will be able to find her if something goes wrong. Because there's only so many jobs, and they all take you down the same routes. So someone can go check go up to Toledo, see if you see her along any of those routes. Like, Mosley's has a very, you have to follow. At least going back to Mosley's and bringing the car back. You pretty much need to follow the GPS. So there really isn't a lot of variation in routing. So, like, if Veronica's doing Mosley's and then isn't picking up the phone when, say, I don't know, Mason or Riley or someone's calling, if they know the Mosley's routes, they can just go. They can just, start checking those. Like, Veronica's kind of being a lot more aware, I think, right now. Of, like, okay, this could be seen as being reckless. This could be seen as dangerous. She's being a lot more aware of it than she has been. How long that's going to last, who knows? It's dinner time. So we'll do these, and then we'll go back to Chumash. I'll throw up the BRB. So it's gonna take me a little longer. Oh, how does Veronica feel about that? Uneasy as fuck. As soon as Lane said it, one, again, she felt incredibly guilty for how she's been acting. Because Mason didn't tell her. Presumably he's gonna tell her today. Because he did say that they would talk about it today. Like, what was in that envelope, because Sauce had me roll last night, and Veronica had noticed that, but she didn't know what it was. And Mason, when Veronica called him to see, hey, are we gonna talk tonight? He just sounded so not okay. That was something I forgot to mention. He sounded so not okay. And Veronica, low-key, felt a little hurt. Because he was basically saying, like, you don't have to worry, you don't have to bother with that. Like, the way he was talking, she didn't like how he was talking. Because she was like, he sounds like he doesn't want to burden me, question mark. She just didn't like how he was talking, essentially. Not so much, well, I mean the words, but also just like this, I don't know how to describe the tone he had. But like, it was just like, tug at your heartstrings, you know? Kind of vibe. And like, Veronica's thing right now is...
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Alright.
Sorry about that.
Yep. And she was stunned into silence. Anyway. Veronica's just like, have I been so awful that he just felt like he couldn't... I mean, he said as much in their text messages that he can't talk to her about it because it'll distract her from what she needs to work on. And Veronica's just like... And she internalized that, right? Of like, I've been so awful that he feels like he can't rely on me. Meanwhile, like, she has been begging him to open up and just let her in. But likewise, the same argument can be made that Mason has basically been begging for the same for a lot longer from her. Because she'll open up, but there are parts of herself that she does not let him into. Right? There are parts of herself that she really doesn't let anyone quote unquote deal with. And so you factor in that he has been carrying for a bit these threats that he hasn't yet told her about, but that Lane told her about. Veronica's worried. Because yeah, they don't have the resources. But Veronica, of all people, knows you don't need resources to grab somebody. You don't need all the resources in the world to grab someone and torture them. You don't need all the resources in the world to cause harm, to hurt somebody. Like that's the reality. And she's worried that is what's going to happen. Be what happens is Mason and these people are going to show up knowing nothing, assuming that it's Mason's fault. Like, Veronica, of all people, knows that, like, it takes just a second. She was grabbed from her fucking driveway twice. Right? She knows how easy it is. If you are outside the clubhouse, just arriving to the clubhouse, and someone pulls up on you, and no one knows you're there yet, or no one else is awake. It's so easy. You know, someone wants to go after you and they see you, I don't know, running Mosley's alone. That makes it so much easier. All they have to do is follow you to Mosley's, follow you to your job, and just grab you before you get the car. So, like, that's something she's gonna be uneasy about. If and when Mason tells her himself. And she's going... I think what we're gonna see... and this all depends on how Mason approaches things. And probably some dice rolls as to how over the top Veronica goes in being like, I need you to... It's gonna be so hypocritical of her. They might be loud, but like, here's the other half of that, right? Is like, they don't have any connections in the city, right? They're not gonna have guns and that kind of stuff, presumably. And like, Veronica's just like, but why are they threatening Mason? He had nothing to do with anything. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna duck in the house. I'm gonna go for 15 to go eat. And we'll be back. God, this was a Veronica song years ago. Anyway.
I'm back. Also, yes, Storm. It's a fantastic song. Okay. We haven't heard back from Oswaldo. Ready, back up. Oh. I love songs coming on and I just go, I remember what month this ended up on Veronica's playlist. This was a song that we used a lot after Harvey died. Oh, we couldn't be so lucky for it to be Chumash. God damn it. That would have been clutch. But I'm almost positive that Forever was on one of my post-Harvey playlists. Sometimes. This is not gonna sound crazy. Sometimes I go back and watch the VOD from the day that Harvey died with the playlist that I used. Those are usually like, because like, there are a few things that are always guaranteed to make me cry, right? My Girl, Steel Magnolias, Bridge to Terabithia, and the VOD of Harvey Holden permitting. I'm a sympathetic crier, and apparently, apparently that also extends to hearing myself cry. Whenever I would use that Harvey audio, whenever I got to the part where Veronica's told that Harvey's dead, I would start crying, and I hate it. But I am such a sympathetic crier, it's not even funny. I hear even like the slightest quiver in somebody's voice and I'm done. I'm done. I'm gone. Goodbye. I'm gonna cry too. I don't know why we're crying, but you're not crying alone. You're not crying alone. Takes you the most convoluted ways. We had fajitas, but not for dinner. What it is we had leftover like beef and chicken from New Year's Eve. My mom did them up like fajitas. But that's what's gonna be for dinner next Saturday. Because next Saturday is my birthday. And my birthday dinner of choice is always fajitas, every year. My brother's dinner of choice every year, without fail, is something called 5 cheese chicken, which I'm sure takes years off your life for every piece that you eat. Because it's chicken stuffed with 4 different cheeses. I forget which cheeses exactly. but it's stuffed with 4 different cheeses. The 5th cheese is the cheese sauce that you put on top. Oh, this starts. It's delicious. Horrible for you, but delicious. So like, I think it's like ricotta. I think there might be some mozzarella in it. There's definitely Monterey Jack. I think the cheddar cheese is in the sauce, and I think Parmesan. But like, that's what my brother wanted every year for his birthday. It's 5 cheese chicken. I'm fajitas. I used to, when I was really like younger, my birthday dinner used to be hot dogs. I remember that vividly. And then somewhere around like 10 or 11, I started being like, nah, I want fajitas for dinner. That's what I want for my birthday dinner. Now, I always hated when my brother's birthday came up because I would have to help make the chicken. And as you can imagine, that can be a little bit of a labor-intensive process because the chicken has to be pounded out, and then the cheese mixture is, you know, you put it on top, and then you roll the chicken and stick toothpicks in it to hold it together, and then you have to bread the chicken because it gets, I think it's, does it get fried? I forget. It's been so long since we actually made it. I think the last time we had it was 2020 when my brother, when my brother was living at home during the pandemic. Oh, interesting. I'm surprised it's not an obscenely dark tint. Usually it is. Alright, let's check our... $241. Oh, it's a green light. Hell yeah. Watch, our next job is gonna be in Chumash. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. Also, dinner. No one yell at me. Nobody yell at me. Nobody yell at me. Dinner might have been the first proper meal I've eaten today. I did not eat lunch when I got home. Now we wait. But, yeah, now we wait and see if anyone else comes around, or if we're just solo dolo. Oh, we haven't had that one in a minute. The song is like, Mr. Mosley is sending you all over the island. Yeah. Is Mr. Mosley gonna pay for my gas bill, or
Am I putting that on my own? Okay, that's spin out. It's not my fault. Why does it want me to turn there? Okay, that was my fault. Also, ow! The fuck? That was my fault. I was trying to tell you guys that so many of Veronica's crashes are user error. I just don't understand why it wants to send me that way so freaking badly. What the hell, Idol? Okay, this will have some decent. I'm getting like smacked in the face with sleepy. And I don't like feeling so sleepy. And like here's the thing. I forgot what I was gonna say. So what I might do is finish this Mosley's job, and then I might end stream. I know I said last night I'd be back, but I mean it for realsies this time. What I might do is I might end stream. Okay, Veronica. Okay, I might end stream, go take a cat nap, so like 30 minutes to an hour, and then come back. Literally, that's all I need. It's just like 30 minutes. Literally all I need is like 30 minutes. And who knows, maybe in that time, someone else will come around. No. I legitimately, my eyes were closing while driving to Mosley's. It's why we crashed. I was literally starting to nod off. Some days I can get away with not taking my nap. Apparently today is not one of those days. It's okay, we just have to retrain the body. But like, it's legitimately like, especially like, if Veronica ends up having these conversations tonight, I would like to be somewhat cognizant.
Turn with sirens on. What's that?
So we'll return this, and I'll end stream, and then I'll be back by 7:30, probably 7:45. Ah. I just need a little bit of what it is that like in the time where I would normally take my nap, I went and like I took a shower and then like stared off into space for extra time because it's hair washing day. Because I'm a morning showerer, I cannot wash my hair before work. So on days that are like I need to wash my hair, I need to shower after work so I can get that done. Otherwise, like, I'll put it off until later in the night and then I'll be like, but I don't feel like something what I'm doing. Because to go take a shower because I was too lazy to go take my shower. If that makes sense. Alright. Okay. Someone's doing a boost. Anyway. I know I did this yesterday,